Ladies and gentlemen, dreamers and doers, seekers of success. Today I stand before you to remind you of a truth so powerful, yet so often forgotten. A truth that Napoleon Hill himself taught millions. Success is never an accident. Success is the result of a definite purpose, backed by burning desire, and carried out through persistent action. Too many people live their lives waiting for the perfect moment. They say, "I will begin when the time is right. I will act when I have more money, more resources, more knowledge." But my friends, that day never comes. The perfect moment is a myth. The only moment you have is now, and the only way forward is action. Every great achievement in history began with a single step that looked small, almost insignificant. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before creating the light bulb. Henry Ford was laughed at when he dreamed of making affordable cars for ordinary people. Napoleon Hill himself spent 25 years studying the lives of the most successful men in America before he wrote Think and Grow Rich, a book that has transformed millions of lives. What do these people have in common? Not talent alone, not money, not privilege. They had one thing: faith in action. They acted when others hesitated. They believed when others doubted. They persisted when others quit. You see, the world is governed by a universal law, the law of cause and effect. Every cause has an effect. Every action produces a result. You may not see it today. You may not feel it tomorrow. But rest assured, your efforts are never wasted. Just as a seed takes time to break the soil, sprout, and bear fruit, your consistent action will one day yield a harvest. But here is the tragedy. Most people give up before the harvest arrives. They strike the rock 100 times, see no crack, and walk away. But the wise know that the 101st strike is not just another blow. It is the one that shatters the stone. And it was not the last strike alone that broke the rock, but every strike that came before it. This is persistence. This is faith. This is the bridge between invisible effort and visible success. Napoleon Hill once said, "What the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But believing is not enough. Conceiving is not enough. Achievement requires action, consistent, fearless, persistent action. You must act as if success is already guaranteed. Act as if failure cannot defeat you. Act as if every step forward carries power. Because when you act with faith, your energy changes. You radiate confidence. People are drawn to you. Opportunities flow toward you. The world bends itself to your determination. But let me warn you, there will be obstacles. There will be failures. There will be nights when you question yourself, when nothing seems to work, when you wonder if your dream is even worth it. In those moments, you will be tempted to quit. But that is the test. The universe is asking you, how badly do you want it? Will you quit at the first sign of resistance? Or will you persist until the world has no choice but to give you what you desire? Every master was once a beginner who refused to quit. Every champion was once a contender who refused to give up. Every leader was once a dreamer who refused to stop believing. So the real question is not whether you can succeed. The real question is whether you will keep going until you succeed. My friends, success does not come to those who wait. It comes to those who act. It comes to those who dare. It comes to those who persist when everything inside them screams to stop. Do not waste your life waiting for permission. Do not waste your potential doubting your own power. Act now. Begin now. Do something today, however small, that brings you closer to your dream. Because small steps, taken consistently, create giant leaps over time. Think of your life as a book. Every day is a page. Every decision is a sentence. Every action is a paragraph. And at the end of your journey, the world will read the story you wrote with your choices. Will it be a story of hesitation, of doubt, of wasted potential? Or will it be a story of courage, of persistence, of triumph? The choice is yours, and the time is now. I challenge you today to write your story with boldness. Act as though nothing can stop you. Act as though your dream is unstoppable. Act as though your life has meaning, because it does. Remember this: when you think small, you live small. When you doubt yourself, you weaken yourself. But when you believe, when you persist, when you act, you become unstoppable. Napoleon Hill spent his life teaching one central principle: success begins with a definite purpose, and it is achieved through relentless action. So define your purpose, write it down, burn it into your mind, and then act every single day. Do not wait for the stars to align. Do not wait for someone to hand you the keys. Success will never knock on your door. You must build the door and then knock.